Here's how to change the cabin filter on a 2017 Volkswagen Jetta 1.4 liter TSI. In many cars, you would open the glove box, release the tabs on the glove box, and the glove box would come down, and then you'd be able to get to the filter. But on this car, you cannot do it that way. Up underneath is a little flap. It's like a foam flap, and you can see it right here. Pushing it down, even before you push it down, you'll see there's a little plug right here and another one over here. I can't tell if you can see it or not, but there's two of them up there. In order to get the screws off, you're going to need a flat tip screwdriver. You can't use a cross tip. Here's what the screw heads look like. These are very thin. You definitely want to use a thick flat tip because if you use anything, they're gonna mess up the heads on the plastic screws. Once you got both of them out, then you're gonna pull this piece out. Right back here is the panel that covers the filter, and what you're going to do is slide it to the right and then just let it fall down. A lot of junk already fell out of it, so that's what this filter looks like, and it's pretty bad shape. Look at all that junk in there. Technically it's not in the cabin, it got caught before it got in the cabin. It's all in the filter, so, but that is quite a bit. And that is how you get the cabin filter out to replace it. Just be aware that this little edge over here may feel like it's caught on something, but it's just a little excess material on there. But when you go to put it back in, make sure this portion goes on this side, not the opposite side. As flimsy as this is, there's a possibility you could put it in the opposite way and not even know that you're putting it in wrong, because it's almost like an accordion. Just collapses pretty easy. Next step with replacing the in-cabin air filter is to buy the one that you prefer to buy, or what is recommended. This one is an STP, and the part number is CAF1800M. And this is a good filter because it's got the particulate filter, charcoal and baking soda, and then the antibacterial micro technology. Again, as mentioned, when it was removed, you do want to make sure that the pointed part, or the lengthier part, is on the left side when you put it in. It is a pretty tight fit when you put this in. You're almost convinced that it's not the right one, but this is the correct filter. This part of the filter, you want to make sure you push up inside. Especially on the front and rear. Not necessarily on the ends. Those can stick out a little bit. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take this piece, place it up there, take this piece and place it up here, make sure it locks in. There we go. Cover back on. Next thing I do is put this foam piece back on. Once you get the plastic screws started, then you can take your flat tip screwdriver and get it on the rest of the way. Once you got the screws in, and make sure you tuck this part of the phone up underneath the glove box. And there you go, everything's back in place.